채팅창에서 그거 만든 것 같은데. 아닌가? 어디 보자. 자, 나이트 분안에 있었던 것 같은데. 이번 한 데이트 해놓고 데이트 와이 응? 서로 틀리게 나와. 응. 안 되는데? 어찌됐든 됐어. 방송이 안녕들 하십니까? 아, 항로 치니까 이렇게 나와. 자, 비행기 시동부터 이렇게 들어가겠습니다. 키기 전에 기본적인 것들 체크. Copy pre-flight checklist.
Cockpit pre-flight checklist start. Turn on flypad and update payload, fuel quantity, calculate takeoff, and top of descent.
저런. Top of descent. 28.9. CG가 33.3. 다음 fuel 4.9톤. 서비스로 가서 JEJU 연결해주고 승객침이랑 넣고 순서대로 넣어주고 제주 날씨가 진짜 좋네요. 어서 오십시오. 환영합니다. 지금 저희 비행기 출발 전 필요한 정보들 적고 있어요. 조금 조용하더라도 이해 부탁드립니다. 승객 인원수 148명. 그 다음에 짐이 3.7톤. CI 값이 28. 플렉스 값이 34. 자, 그 다음에 제주공항에 메타 정보가 너무 좋고 날씨 정보 좋고 이렇게 해서 이렇게 갈 거고 우리 게이트 15 14,000피트. 출발할 주로 25번인데 어떻게 될지 모르는데 기다려주고. CD도 AK 알파 키로 파파 오스카 1 위스키. 이번에다가 저거 받으면서 쓰고 프리퀀시 아직 안 되고. 이 ATIS 프리퀀시가 어떻게 되시나요? 126.8 26.8 일단 들어볼까요? 일단 외부 전원까지만 연결하도록 하겠습니다.
Landing and departing runway 25, transition level 140, advise on initial contact you have information echo. Jeju Airport information echo 2209 Zulu, surface wind 40 degrees, 5 knots. Feeling and visibility okay, temperature 13 degrees, difference 06 degrees, QNH 1013. Landing and departing runway 25, transition level 140, advise on initial contact you have information echo. Jeju Airport information echo 2209 Zulu, surface wind 40 degrees, 5 knots. Feeling and visibility okay, temperature 13 degrees, difference 06 degrees, QNH 1013. Landing and departing runway 25, transition level 140, advise on initial contact you have information echo. Jeju Airport information echo 2209 Zulu, surface wind 20 degrees, 5 knots. Feeling and visibility okay, temperature 13 degrees, difference 06 degrees, QNH 1013. Landing and departing runway 25, transition level 140, advise on initial contact you have information echo. Jeju Airport information echo 2209 Zulu, surface wind 240 degrees, 5 knots. Feeling and visibility okay, temperature 13 degrees, difference 06 degrees, QNH 1013. Landing and departing runway 25, transition level 140, advise on initial contact you have information echo.
146.
Jeju Airport information echo 2209 Zulu, surface wind 240 degrees, 5 knots. Feeling and visibility okay, temperature 13 degrees, difference 06 degrees, QNH 1013. Landing and departing runway 25, transition level 140, advise on initial contact you have information echo. Jeju Airport information echo 2209 Zulu, surface wind 240 degrees, 5 knots. Feeling and visibility okay, temperature 13 degrees, difference 06 degrees, QNH 1013. Landing and departing runway 25, transition level 140, advise on initial contact you have information echo.
20분
Jeju Airport information echo 2209 Zulu, surface wind 240 degrees, 5 knots. Feeling and visibility okay, temperature 13 degrees, difference 06 degrees, QNH 1013. Landing and departing runway 25, transition level 140, advise on initial contact you have information echo. Jeju Airport information echo 2209 Zulu, surface wind 240 degrees, 5 knots. Feeling and visibility okay, temperature 13 degrees, difference 06 degrees, QNH 1013. Landing and departing runway 25, transition level 140, advise on initial contact you have information echo. Jeju Airport information echo 2209 Zulu, surface wind 240 degrees, 5 knots. Feeling and visibility okay, temperature 13 degrees, difference 06 degrees, QNH 1013. Landing and departing runway 25, transition level 140, advise on initial contact you have information echo.
AKPK 부산
JEJU Airport information echo 2209 Zulu, surface wind 240 degrees, 5 knots. Feeling and visibility okay, temperature 13 degrees, 0.06 degrees, QNH1013, landing and departing runway 25, transition level 140, advise on initial contact you have information echo. JEJU Airport information echo 2209 Zulu, surface wind 40 degrees, 5 knots. Feeling and visibility okay, temperature 13 degrees, 0.06 degrees, QNH1013, landing and departing runway 25, transition level 140, advise on initial contact you have information echo. JEJU Airport information echo 2209 Zulu, surface wind 240 degrees, 5 knots. Feeling and visibility okay, temperature 13 degrees, 0.06 degrees, QNH1013, landing and departing runway 25, transition level 140, advise on initial contact you have information echo.
플라이 레벨 210에서
JEJU Airport information echo 2209 Zulu, surface wind 240 degrees, 5 knots. Feeling and visibility okay, temperature 13 degrees, 0.06 degrees, QNH1013, landing and departing runway 25, transition level 140, advise on initial contact you have information echo.
키로수가 6000네
JEJU Airport information echo 2209 Zulu, surface wind 240 degrees, 5 knots. Feeling and visibility okay, temperature 13 degrees, 0.06 degrees, QNH1013, landing and departing runway 25, transition level 140, advise on initial contact you have information echo.
클리어런스가
JEJU Airport information echo 2209 Zulu, surface wind 240 degrees, 5 knots. Feeling and visibility okay, temperature 13 degrees, 0.06 degrees, QNH1013, landing and departing runway 25, transition level 140, advise on initial contact you have information echo.
16 레프트기는 한데 바뀔 것 같아요.
JEJU Airport information echo 2209 Zulu, surface wind 240 degrees, 5 knots. Feeling and visibility okay, temperature 13 degrees, 0.06 degrees, QNH1013,
Parking brake, set, landing gears, down, engine master 1 and 2, off, engine mode selectors, normal, thrust levers, idle, ground spoilers, retracted and disarmed, lap lever, up, exterior lights, off.
체크.
Cockpit door closed and locked.
이제
Cockpit pre-flight checklist completed.
칵핏 프리퍼레이션 체크리스트.
Cockpit preparation checklist start. Battery 1, on. Battery 2, on. External power, on.
지금 저희 엔진에 아무것도 시동을 안 건 상태여가지고 배터리로 외부 전원까지 받는 거 해놨습니다. 앉아서 놀아. on.
Oxygen crew supply, on. Recorder ground control, on.
on.
Accumulator and brakes pressure, cockpit lights, instrument and display brightness.
괜찮고 플래셔도 괜찮고 다 괜찮고 체크.
APU fire test.
이제 외부 전원을 끄고 저희 APU 스타트 하려고 APU 엔진 파이어 테스트 했습니다. 체크.
APU master, on.
on.
APU start, on.
start.
Air data inertial reference system selectors 1, 2, 3 set to navigation.
이제 IRS 켜서 잡도록 하겠습니다. nav.
IRS align, check remaining minutes.
2 minutes.
Strobe light, auto, wing lights, as required, navigation and logo lights, on.
set.
Emergency exit light, arm.
arm.
Connect all ground service.
check.
Request IFR clearance.
자, 이제 관제소에 연락해서 이제 저희 비행기 두고 내릴 수 있도록 조치하도록 하겠습니다. 우리 주파수가 121 데시멀 925 radio check.
Aircraft calling for radio check, reading you loud and clear.
제주 delivery Parata Air 235 request IFR clearance to Busan Airport.
Aircraft calling for clearance, takeoff.
Parata Air 235
Aircraft calling for new altitude, takeoff.
아 제가 이걸 안 해서 그런가? 기다려봐. Parata Air 235
Aircraft calling for altitude, takeoff.
Parata Air 235
Aircraft calling for new altitude, takeoff.
진짜 너무하네. Parata Air 235
Aircraft calling for new altitude, takeoff.
Parata Air 235.
Parata Air 235, JEJU delivery, expect runway 25 AKPON. Departure. Squawk 265.
6265 제주 delivery Parata Air 235 departure runway 25 AKPON West departure squawk 6265
Parata Air 235, reback correct. Ground 121.75 when ready for pushback or engine start.
121.675 제주 delivery contact ground 121.675 when ready for pushback or engine start. Parata Air 235
Negative ground on 121.75.
ground on 121.675 Parata Air 235 자, 됐고요.
IRS align complete. MCDU IRS monitor NAV.
IRS 레벨로 다 바뀌었고 2번도 됐고 3번도 됐고 오케이 다 됐고 어서 오십시오. 저희 비행기 제주도로 출발해야 되는데 지금 셋째 꼬모집이지? 일단 저희 현재 날씨가 제주도는 아주 완벽합니다. 출발 조건이 매우 좋아요. 그래서 이륙에는 큰 문제 없을 것 같습니다. 새벽으로 다들 씹어놔서 저거 안 받았어요. 우리 AKPC가 여기 있죠? 제주도에서 이륙해서 갈 거므로 이 앞에 있겠죠? 우리가 어디 보자. AKPO 1W, AKPO 1W, AKPO 1W, AKPO 1W, AKPO 1W, AKPO 1W, AKPO 1W. 여기 있다. 앞으로 애플라이 레벨 10, 100, 1000만 피트. 바다찜은 고도를 관제사님이 안 주셔서 차트에 있는 17,000피트로 가고. 세팅 끝났죠? 끝났죠? Receive.
Notification safety inspection completed and start boarding to cabin crew.
Check.
Cockpit preparation checklist completed.
Startup checklist.
Pre-startup checklist start. MCDU setting.
우리 58.9, 58.9에 33.3. 연령, 말해. 큰 꼬모. V1 값이 이게 항상 이게 제가 깜빡깜빡 우리 감는 거랑 체크하는 거랑 같이 볼게요. 보시면 됩니다. MCU 세팅이랑 이따가 저희 비행기 이륙해서 갈 항로들이랑 봐야 돼서 일단 넘기겠습니다. 146 V1가 146 V2 149 VR 15 V2가 이거고 들어가고 응? APC 입에서 피가 왜 나? 어이구 조심히 놀았어야지. 갑자기 왜 그러지? 밀라가 막 까불고 놀다가 떨어졌겠지. 알았어, 믿어줄게. 디파처 CD까지 괜찮네요. 세트. 자, 잘 들어갔는지. 뭐를? 어? 응. 옛날에 샀잖아. 밀라하고 같이 놀았으면서 왜 그래? 아빠가 만든 거 밀라도 같이 만지면서 했었잖아. 근데 왜 모른 척? 그랬어? 지금 저희 메타 정보 보면은 김해공항이 바람 변화가 좀 많네요. 획획 돌아가지고 18번 활주로로 비주얼 랜딩을 할지 그냥 IRS로 랜딩을 할지 좀 가면서 비행하고 가면서 고민 좀 해볼게요. 여기까지는 넣고 됐고 넣고 넣고 둘도 없네. 자, 확인 끝났고요. 이 상태로 놔두고 우리 비행기 있다가 갈 때 이렇게 항로로 들어갈 겁니다. 일단 최고 낮은 걸로 바꿔놓고 다 됐으니까 complete check.
Notification boarding and cargo loading completed to cabin crew.
승객들은 그냥 바로
Boarding
Ladies and gentlemen,
completed.
from the flight deck, on behalf of myself, your captain, the first officer, and cabin crew, I'd like to take this time to welcome you aboard our flight. We're just wrapping up some paperwork up front here and waiting to receive final numbers from the ground crew, then we'll be on our way. Flight attendants will be coming through the cabin shortly with a very important safety briefing. We do ask that you give them your full, undivided attention as they review the safety operations of this Airbus aircraft. We do appreciate your business having you aboard this flight. If there's anything we do to make your flight any more enjoyable, please don't hesitate to ask. Welcome aboard.
check.
External power, off after APU generator available. Request to disconnect GPU.
디스커넥 했고요. check.
Passenger boarding complete and door close and disconnect all ground service.
check.
Seat belt signs, on. No smoking light, on.
set.
Request to disconnect jetway.
disconnect.
Pre-startup checklist completed.
pushback and startup checklist.
Pushback and startup checklist start.
우리
Request pushback and engine start.
알겠습니다. 하려면 126점 675 675 radio check. radio check.
Aircraft calling for radio check. Readability 5.
풀고 뭐라고? 모기 물린 게 아니고 어저께 놀다가 벌레들한테 물린 거야. 맞다고. 제주 그라운드 리퀘스트 푸시백 앤 엔진 스타트 파라타 에어 235
Parata Air 235. Unable request. A bit busy.
제주 그라운드 리퀘스트 푸시백 앤 엔진 스타트 파라타 에어 235
Parata Air 235. Jeju ground. Pushback approved. Face north.
제주 그라운드 푸시백 어프로브 푸시백 다이렉션 노스 파라타 에어 235 제주 그라운드 레디 포 택시 파라타 에어 235
JEJU Air 102, gate 17, request pushback and engine start.
Jeju Air 102. Jeju ground. Hold position for traffic.
Hold position, JEJU Air 102.
충전해놨어야지.
Parata Air 235. Unable.
제주 그라운드 리퀘스트 택시 파라타 에어 235
Parata Air 235. Unable request. A bit busy.
ATC로 안 되나? 그라운드 이건 디파처 이건 플라이트 안 되나 보네.
Parrot Air 235, ready to taxi to the active.
Parata Air 235, taxi to holding point Papa 1 runway 25 there, Echo 1 Alpha Papa, cross runway 13.
Okay. 제주 그라운드 택시 to runway 25 via Echo 1 cross runway 13 택시 to via Alpha Papa 1 Parata Air 235 Echo 1 cross 13 Alpha Papa 1 절로 돌아서 가구나. 만들어야 되고.
T-way 701, taxi to stand 13 via Papa 8 Papa, Echo 1.
Taxi to stand 13 via Papa 8 Papa, Echo 1, T-way 701.
일어났다고? 아이고, 안녕히 주무셨어요, 이한이. 안녕히 주무셨어요. 다쳐, 이한이. 아빠 얘기했어. 뭐?
Cockpit to ground.
This is ground. Stand by.
Receive. Receive.
ECAM memo, nose wheel steering disconnect, check on.
Disconnect. Check.
Clock, elapsed time, run.
Okay, sir. The bypass pin is installed. All doors and hatches closed and all ground equipment is removed.
The parking brakes are set. You may lift.
Parking brake set. Lifting the aircraft. Standing by for pushback.
Cockpit to ground.
Go ahead.
We are cleared for start and push.
활전으로 가기 위해서.
Okay, cleared for push start. Please release parking brake.
Parking brakes are released.
Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
It will start in the sequence.
타이머 시작하고. Run.
Beacon light, on. APU bleed, on after APU avail.
On.
Fuel pumps, on. Engine fire test 1 and 2.
이제 파이어 테스트 끝났고 체크.
Engine mode select, ignition start.
Ignition start.
Engine 2 start, engine master 2, on. Check engine 2 stable.
아들 재밌어? 이한이 재밌어? Check.
Engine 1 start, Engine Master 1, on. Check Engine 1 stable.
Hong Kong Shuttle 697 at 818 Alpha, request pushback.
Hong Kong Shuttle 697, JEJU ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face north.
Pushback approved, face north, Hong Kong Shuttle 697.
뭐? 충분 아직도 안 해봤어? 너 아까 꺼내서 아빠한테 빼달라고 하고 가져왔으니까 괜찮아. 조심히 넘어가 다쳐.
Engine mode select, normal. Pushback completed, confirm. APU bleed, off. ECAM memo, nose wheel steering disconnect, check off.
Please set your parking brake.
Parking brake set.
Parking brake set. Lowering
Pushback and
aircraft.
startup checklist completed.
Ground. Startup is complete. You may disconnect.
날씨 늦었네.
Okay, sir. Clear to disconnect. Pin has been removed. See you at the side. Have a good flight.
Hong Kong Shuttle
Holding position
697,
waiting for the
request
visual.
taxi
Thank
to
you
the
and goodbye.
안녕히 계세요.
Hong Kong Shuttle 697, taxi to holding point Papa 1, runway 25, the Echo
Taxi
1
checklist
Alpha,
start.
Papa, cross runway
Taxi
13.
clearance,
Taxi to
received.
holding point Papa 1, runway 25,
Flight
via Echo
controls
1
check.
Alpha, Papa,
Side
cross
stick
runway
pull up,
13, Hong Kong
neutral,
Shuttle 697.
pull down, neutral, pull left, neutral, pull right, neutral. Rudder pull left, neutral, pull right, neutral. Flight controls completed.
Completed. Complete.
Auto brake, max ground spoilers, armed.
Max.
Flaps, 1.
Stat. Check.
Pitch trim, DN, 1.
Set.
Rudder trim, 0.
0.
Weather radar, on.
On.
Predictive wind shear, auto.
On and auto.
Nose light, taxi, runway turn off lights, on.
아빠 방에서 뭐? 어?
APU master,
아빠도 사랑해.
off. Parking brake, off.
Off.
Airspring 6150 at round 34. Airspring 6150 to ground, pushback approved.
Notification start taxiing to runway to cabin crew. Taxi checklist completed.
이제 활주로로 가고 있습니다. 캐빈. 테이크오프 컴픽. 일단 제가 제일 먼저 가네요. 택시 속도. 그라운드 스피드 11.
JEJU Air 102, JEJU ground, pushback approved. Face northeast.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face northeast, JEJU Air 102.
ESRJet 692, taxi to ramp 85 via Papa 8 Papa, Golf 1 Echo 3.
Taxi to ramp 85 via Papa 8 Papa Golf 1 Echo 3, ESRJet 692.
Airspring 6150, request taxi to the active.
비행합니다.
Airspring Spring 6150, taxi to holding point Papa 1, runway 25 via Echo 1 Alpha, Papa, cross runway 13. Taxi to holding point Papa 1, runway 25 via Echo 1 Alpha, Papa, cross runway 13, Air Spring 6150.
알았어. 오늘 제주도 날씨가 너무 좋습니다.
Jeju Air 102 ready to taxi to the active.
Jeju Air 102, taxi to holding point Papa 1, runway 25 Air Golf 2 Papa.
Taxi to holding point.
At gate 20, request pushback and engine start. Jet 712, Jeju ground, pushback approved. Face north, pushback and engine start approved. Face north, Jet 712. Parata Air 235, contact Jeju Tower 118.2.
이거는 굉장히 좋은 상태입니다. 날씨도 너무 좋고 저기 랜딩하려고 비행기도 있네요. 우울함도 없이 한 번에.
Parata Air 235, contact Jeju Tower 118.2.
방금 앞쪽으로 잽싸게 지나갔네요. 어차피 허브를 자꾸 기다려야 Before takeoff checklist?
Before takeoff checklist start. ATC mode selector, on. Gas traffic selector, above. Gas mode selector, TARA.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
On.
Before takeoff, Pack 1 on, Pack 2 on, APU bleed off.
Check.
Takeoff config, normal. Takeoff memo, no blue. Notification takeoff preparation complete to cabin crew.
Contact Tower 118.2, Airspring 6150. Airspring 6150, ready for departure, runway 25.
Before takeoff checklist completed.
Airspring 6150, tower number 3 for departure.
Roger that, number 3.
235, holding short, runway 25.
Parata Air 235, Jeju Tower, wind 240 degrees, 5 knots, runway 25, cleared for takeoff.
Takeoff checklist.
Takeoff checklist start. Landing lights, on. Nose light,
Runway
takeoff
25, clear for
strobe light,
takeoff, Parata
on.
Air 235.
Jeju Air 102, ready for departure, runway 25. Jeju Air 102, tower number 3 for departure. Understood, number 3, Jeju Air 102.
Takeoff runway 25.
Takeoff runway 25.
Centered on runway.
비행기.
Hong Kong Shuttle 697 holding short runway 25.
Hong Kong Shuttle 697, hold short of runway 25.
Holding short of runway 25, Hong Kong Shuttle 697.
비행기 활주로 중앙 정렬. Check.
Chrono start.
Start.
Thrust levers.
Flex. Flex. Flex.
Shuttle 697, runway 25, line up and wait.
Runway 25, line up and wait. Hong Kong Shuttle 697.
Sergeant 712, ready for departure, runway 25.
Sergeant 712,
Rotate.
tower number 3 for departure.
Affirm number 3, Sergeant 712.
rotate.
Positive climb landing gear, up, nose wheel light, off, runway turn off lights, off.
JEJU Air 102, number 2 for departure. Hold short of runway 25.
Thrust.
Short of runway 25, JEJU Air 102. Hong Kong Shuttle 697, Jeju Tower, wind 240 degrees, 5 knots, runway 25, clear for takeoff.
Runway 25, clear for takeoff. Hong Kong Shuttle 697.
Jeju Air 102, runway 25, line up and wait. Line up and wait, runway 25, Jeju Air 102.
Right.
Parata Air 235, reset transponder. Squawk 6265.
Right. Right.
Flaps lever, 0.
Parata Air 235, reset transponder. Squawk 6265.
Squawk 6265, Parata Air 235.
Airspring 6150, ready for departure, runway 25.
Airspring 6150, number 1 for departure. Hold short of runway 25.
Holding short of runway 25, Airspring 6150.
Jeju Air 102, Jeju Tower, wind 240 degrees, 5 knots, runway 25 cleared for takeoff. Runway 25 cleared for takeoff, Jeju Air 102. Hong Kong Shuttle 697.
Ground spoilers, disarm.
Contact JEJU departure 119.
After takeoff, TAC 1 on, TAC 2 on, APU bleed off.
Airspring 6150, runway 25, line up and wait.
Autopilot,
Runway 25, line up and wait, Airspring 6150.
Parata Air 235, contact JEJU departure 119.225.
Contact JEJU departure 119.225, Parata Air 235. JEJU departure, Parata Air 235, good morning, 6,600 feet.
Parata Air 235, JEJU departure. Good morning. Identified. Climb to 10,000 feet.
Climb to 10,000 feet, Parata Air 235.
Parata Air 235, contact engine control 125.45.
Contact engine control 125.45, Parata Air 235. Engine control, Parata Air 235, through 8,100 feet for 10,000 feet, direct P, C842.
Autopilot set.
takeoff checklist completed.
Parata Air 235, engine control. Good morning, radar contact. Climb to flight level 210.
Climb to flight level 210, Parata Air 235.
Climb checklist start. Below 10,000 feet landing lights, retract. Parameters set standard transition altitude.
2662, Incheon Control. Expect Kevox tree with the arrow transition, runway 36 left. Expect Kevox tree with the arrow transition, runway 36 left, Jeju Air 2662. Jeju Air 2662, Kevox tree with the arrow transition, runway 36 left. Report ready for descent. Kevox tree with the arrow transition, runway 36 left, ready for descent.
Climb checklist completed.
Jeju Air 2662, descent to 9,000 feet, QNH 1011. Descent to 9,000 feet, Jeju Air 2662.
Incheon Control, Hong Kong Shuttle 697, good morning, 4,000 feet for flight level 170.
Hong Kong Shuttle 697, Incheon Control, radar contact, climb to flight level 340.
Climb to flight level 340, Hong Kong Shuttle 697.
Airbus 156, Incheon Control, expect Sarop Echo, runway 16 left.
Expect Sarap Echo runway 16 left, Airbus 156.
Airbus 156, Sarap Echo, runway 16 left. Report ready for descent.
Sarap Echo runway 16 left, ready for descent, Airbus 156.
Airbus 156, descend to 7,000 feet, QNH 1011.
Descent to 7,000 feet, Airbus 156.
Corina 787 Heavy, Incheon Control, expect Sarap Echo, runway 16 left. Expect Sarap Echo, runway 16 left, Corina 787 Heavy. Corina 787 Heavy, Sarap Echo, runway 16 left. Report ready for descent. Sarap Echo, runway 16 left, ready for descent. Corina 787 Heavy. Corina 787 Heavy, descend to 7,000 feet, QNH 1011. Descend to 7,000 feet, Corina 787 Heavy.
Parata Air 235, request runway change.
Parata Air 235, you've not yet been assigned an arrival runway. We come back with a descent clearance closer to your top of descent. Airbus 156, contact EDU control 128.175, bye-bye.
Contact EDU control 128.175, Airbus 156.
Incheon Control, Jeju Air 102, good morning, flight level 144.
Jeju Air 102, Incheon Control, identified, climb to flight level 290.
Climb to flight level 290, Jeju Air 102.
Incheon Control, Airspring 6150 through 13,800 feet for flight level 150. Airspring 6150, Incheon Control, radar contact, climb to flight level 300. Climb to flight level 300, Airspring 6150.
Parata Air 235, experiencing turbulence, flight level 209er.
Parata Air 235, unable request, a bit busy.
이거 지우서
Corina 787 Heavy, contact EDU control 128.175. Enter on 128.175, Corina 787 Heavy. Airbus 107, contact Jeju approach 121.2. Contact Jeju approach 121.2, Airbus 107. Jeju Air 1611, contact EDU control 128.175. Contact EDU control 128.175, Jeju Air 1611. Parata Air 235, engine control, expect Kevox tree with the error transition, runway 36 left.
Can we get a different runway, please? Parata Air 235.
Parata Air 235, roger, say runway.
Cancel runway change request, Parata Air 235.
Parata Air 235, roger, runway change request cancelled. Engine control, E-Target 712, leaving 1,200 feet for 14,000 feet. E-Target 712, engine control, radar contact, climb to flight level 290. Climb to flight level 290, E-Target 712. JEJU Air 2662, contact Fukuoka Control 118.9, center on 118.9, JEJU Air 2662. East target 712, Mat is 1, runway 06 left, report ready for descent. Mat is 1, runway 06 left, ready for descent, East target 712. East target 712, descend to flight level 070. Descend to flight level 070, East target 712. Subject 712, contact Chungju approach 134.4. Contact Chungju approach 134.4. B Subject 712. Hong Kong Shuttle 656, contact Nanjing Control 120.5.
Contact Nanjing Control 120.5, Hong Kong Shuttle 656.
Parata Air 235, Box 3 with the error transition, runway 36 left. Report ready for descent. Parata Air 235, Box 3 with the error transition, runway 36 left. Report ready for descent.
Covox tree with the ANROD transition, runway 36 left, ready for descent, Parata Air 235.
Parata Air 235, descend to 9,000 feet, QNH 1012.
Descent to 9,000 feet, Parata Air 235.
JEJU Air 102, Incheon Control, expect Torment 2 Tango, runway 32 left.
Expect Oman 2 Tango, runway 32 left, Jeju Air 102.
Engine control,
Descent
Asiana
checklist
890
start.
Heavy. Good morning.
Gas
Flight
traffic
level
selector,
143.
below. Barometer set QNH.
Engine Control, good morning. Radar contact, climb to flight level 290.
Climb to flight level 290, Asiana 890 for Heavy.
Incheon Control, JEJU Air 1426, flight level 300. JEJU Air 1426, Incheon Control, identified.
왜 불러? 안 돼. 무슨들 여기까지 왔어? 안발방까지 왔어? 너무 귀엽게 웃으면서 오는 거 아니야?
JEJU Air 102, Oman 2 Tango, runway 32 left. Report ready for descent.
Oman 2 Tango, runway 32 left, ready for descent, Jeju Air 102.
JEJU Air 102, descend to flight level 190.
Descent to flight level 190, Jeju Air 102.
JEJU Air 1426, engine control. Expect Jeju to Mike, runway 33 right.
Expect Jeju to Mike, runway 33 right, JEJU Air 1426.
Asiana 132, engine control. Expect Sarop Echo, runway 16 left.
Expect Sarop Echo, runway 16 left, Asiana 132.
From the flight deck, ladies and gentlemen, as you may have noticed, we have begun our initial descent down to our destination. Now would be a good time to wrap up any business you need to take care of as we prepare for our approach. If you are up, once you return to your seat, we ask that you remain seated until your aircraft arrives safely at the gate. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for arrival.
Parata Air 235, descend to 6,000 feet, QNH 1012.
Descent to 6,000 feet, QNH 1012, Parata Air 235.
JEJU Air 1426, Jeju to Mike, runway 33 right. Report ready for descent.
Jeju to Mike, runway 33 right, ready for descent, JEJU Air 1426.
JEJU Air 1426, descend to flight level 270.
Descent to flight level 270, JEJU Air 1426.
Asiana 8904 heavy, engine control. Expect Allman 2 Tango, runway 32 left.
Expect Allman 2 Tango, runway 32 left, Asiana 8904 heavy.
Parata Air 235, contact DIMI arrival 119.2.
Contact GIM. Here arrival 119.2, Parata Air 235. GIM. Here arrival Parata Air 235, 11,000 feet with information mic.
Parata Air 235, DB arrival.
Below 10,000 FT landing lights, on seat belt signs, on, no smoking light, on.
QNH 1012, expect
Below 10,000
ILS,
feet
0
250 knot speed limit,
transition.
check.
Parata Air 235.
below 9,000 feet 220 knot speed limit, check.
check.
Notification approaching airport to cabin crew.
Check.
Descent checklist completed.
Approaching checklist. Approaching checklist.
Approaching checklist start. Approach performance set. QNH 1 0 1 0 temperature 0 wind is 030 degrees at 02 knots minimum arrow 21 feet landing config full
or above 6,000 feet cleared ILS Zulu runway
EFIS check
Air 235
LS button on anti-ice wing off anti-ice engine 1 off anti-ice engine 2 off
Check.
wiper turn off
Check.
auto brakes medium
Set.
ground spoilers arm
On. Check.
ND terrain check
Check.
missed approach altitude
Set.
missed approach procedure approach button armed
On.
approaching checklist completed
JEJU Air 2662, contact Timmy Tower 118.1 good day.
Over to tower 118.1 JEJU Air 2662.
Parata Air 235, minimum approach speed.
minimum approach speed Parata Air 235
TV arrival, Jeju Air 2552, 1,700 feet with information mic.
Jeju Air 2552 DV arrival, QNH 1012 expect the IL as Zulu runway 36 left with the TAKEOFF transition.
QNH 1012 expect the IL as Zulu runway 36 left with the TAKEOFF transition, Jeju Air 2552.
Landing checklist.
Landing checklist start. Glide slope, captured.
Capture. Check.
Landing gear, down. Runway turn off lights, on. Nose wheel lights, take off.
Flight attendants, please prepare
Parata
for
Air 235, resume normal speed.
Resume normal speed, Parata Air 235.
Down angry. Set.
Notification landing to cabin crew.
Check.
Flaps lever, full.
Parata Air 235, contact DME Tower 118.1 bye-bye.
Over to Tower 118.1, Parata Air 235. GIM, T Tower, Parata Air 235, ILSU runway 36 left.
Parata Air 235, Gimme Tower, wind 360 degrees, 4 knots, runway 36 left, clear to land.
Runway 36 left clear to land, Parata
Terrain.
Air 235.
오. 이상하네. 봤더니 이상하네. 스피드가 146까지. Left side ending. Set. Full.
Landing memo, no blue.
No blue.
Landing checklist completed.
One thousand.
1000.
$400. $100 above. Minimum
Continue.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10. 5.
Parata Air 235,
Auto brake
exit
off.
next available taxiway.
Exit next available taxiway, Para to Air 235.
Parata Air 235, contact ground 121 decimal 9.
Ground 121 decimal 9er. Parata Air 235.
After landing checklist.
After landing checklist start. Chrono stop.
Parata Air 235, request taxi to assigned gate.
Parata Air 235, taxi via Charlie 5, hold short of runway 36 right.
Taxi via Charlie 5,
Stop.
holding short of runway 36 right, Parata
Check.
Air 235.
Landing lights, off.
Parata Air 235 via
Nose
Charlie
wheel
5,
lights,
cross runway
taxi.
36 right. Taxi to stand 8 via Charlie 5,
Strobe
Echo
light,
4 Papa,
auto.
Golf 8 Romeo.
Auto.
Via
APU
Charlie 5,
master,
cross runway
on.
36
3
right,
seconds later
taxi to stand 8
APU
via
start.
Charlie 5, Echo 4 Papa, Golf 8, Romeo, Parata Air 235.
Start.
LS button, off.
Off.
Flaps lever, 0.
0.
Ground spoilers, retracted and disarmed.
Recheck and disarm. Recheck and disarm. Check.
ATC mode selector, standby. Gas mode selector, standby.
Stand by.
Weather radar, off. Predictive wind shear, off.
Off.
ND terrain, off.
Off.
APU bleed, on after APU avail.
Check.
Notification landed to cabin crew.
Check.
After landing checklist completed.
Seaway 922, Ram 19, request pushback.
Seaway 922, give me ground, push back and engine start approved. Faces.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face east, Seaway 922.
Foreigner 1406, gate 10, request pushback and engine start.
Coordinate 1406, give me ground, pushback approved, face out.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face south, coordinate 1406.
Parking checklist.
Parking checklist start. Nose wheel lights, off. Runway turn off lights, off.
Off.
Navigation and logo lights, off. Wing light, off.
Off.
Parking brake, set.
Set. Set.
Air data inertial reference system, as required.
T-Way 922 request taxi.
Flight director 1 and 2, off.
T-Way 922, taxi to holding point
External
Echo 5,
power,
runway 36
on if
right,
available.
via Romeo, Golf 10, Echo 5.
Taxi to holding point Echo 5, runway 36 right, via Romeo, Golf 10, Echo 5, T-Way 922.
Engine master 1 and 2, off.
Coordinate
Clock,
1406,
stop.
request taxi. Taxi to holding point Echo 5, runway 36 right, via Romeo, Golf 10, Echo 5, coordinate 1406.
Coordinate 1406,
Beacon light,
contact
off.
Jimmy Tower
Strobe light,
118.1.
off. Seat belt signs, off. No smoking light, off.
Bye-bye.
Emergency exit light, off.
Off.
All fuel pumps, off.
Off.
Request jetway connect.
T-Way 922, contact Jimmy Tower 118.1.
Contact Tower 118.1, T-Way 922.
Check.
JEJU Air 2552.
Request baggage
taxi to
truck.
24 via Charlie 4, Echo 3 Papa, Golf 8 Romeo. Taxi to ramp 24 via Charlie 4, Echo 3 Papa, Golf 8 Romeo, JEJU Air 2552.
Check.
Start deboarding.
Start. Start.
Cockpit door.
Open. Open.
Parking checklist completed.
오늘까지. 수고 많으셨습니다. 다음에 또 다 같이 빙해요. 다음에 뵙겠습니다. 안녕.